This meeting is being
Tagirala. Krishnamurti garu.
Yes, madam.
Please, your video, please on the video.
I'm trying to on it. Video is not getting on. There is some problem, but I'll sing.
Okay, you can just start the Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Subhalam, Malayaj Sitalam, Shamalam, Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajyotsna pulakitayamini Ullakusumita trumadala shobhini Suhasini sumadhura bhashini Sukhadam varadam mataram Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Jai.
Dhanyawadaha, Krishnamurti garu. Now I request Satyaji to recite the prayers.
Lalitamma resound వస్తుంది.
Namaskaram. Let's do meditation for a minute. Gananam tva ganapati gum havamahe kavim kavinam upamasravastamam jeshtarajam brahmanam brahmanaspata anasrunvannotibhis sida sadanam Om Shri Mahaganathipataye Namaha Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinam Avitriyavatu Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha Gurureva Gati Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guroh Paramam Sishurasmi Guroho Matirasti Gurau Mama Pahi Guru Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatika Krutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Kesavam Badharayanam सूत्रभाष्य कृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्।
ధన్యవాదాः సత్యజీ గారు. Now I'll introduce our speaker, Dr. Sastry garu. Dr. Sastry garu is an homeopath, and now he is 72-year-old, but he has done a lot of homeopath works from Chandigarh. He has been a vice principal. He has occupied many positions. He has academically, his qualifications are, he has done his MBS and MD in homeopathy, and also he has worked in Chandigarh in various positions he has held, and also in Dev's college, homeopathy college in Hyderabad. And also he has authored many books also on homeopathy, and sir has always been a service provider, and he is as an academician, and also he has given a lot of services to the patients, and he has promoted homeopathy a lot as an alternative medicine, and he is always continued to be a speaker also, and he has authored many books also which are useful to many, to a common man also. Like that, he has authored many books, and he is a wonderful speaker. He has handled many such lectures, and he has been an examiner also. He has done a lot of examinations in homeopathy, and today he is really, in all through his 50 years of career, he has done a lot of service, and also he has given many very valuable treatments to many patients also, and he is a renowned person as a homeopath doctor. We are all really very truly honored to have him amidst us as a speaker for us today. On behalf of Veda Samskruti Samiti and all the august audience present here, I welcome Dr. Sastry garu to handle this session and just deliver whatever his epitome of knowledge is there with all of us. We look forward for it, sir. I welcome you again on behalf of Veda Samskruti Samiti and Dr. Akella Prabhakar Mahodaya, our president, our vice president, and all the audience present here. Please, you can take over and handle the session, sir. And you can make the presentation also, sir.
Dhanyawada. I think I'm audible to you all.
Yeah, you're audible, sir.
Yeah. Hari Om to all. And it's a great pleasure for me to talk to you in this evening on Heal Thyself. As such, today, we are making a journey from Heal Thyself to Healthy Self. Now, HEALTHY, if we put this THY this side, that healthy self. So it's a big journey. So we are all in that particular journey, where from heal thyself means we have to heal ourselves, means whatever is there, we have to find out. We are automatically in ourselves, there are many healing processes. And apart from that, the doctors are there. And apart from that, the nature is there. And all these things help us to heal ourselves. And now, how we have to heal ourselves? Or yourself, how you have to heal yourself. If you put THY, if we add this to heal, it becomes healthy, then self. So it's a big journey. So Swagatam to this Swasthya Jivana presentation. It is a humble presentation for a noble cause. Whatever thing that goes towards health is considered as a very humble presentation. And we all have to listen to very carefully, and then we have to follow certain important rules that are laid down. Before starting this, let me now pray Om Paramatmane Namaha. Matru Deva Bhava, Pitru Deva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava, Atidhi Deva Bhava. And these are the first, we have to offer our prayers for the God who has given me birth to on earth to do this service, and Matru, mother who gave me birth to serve people like this, and Pitru has taught me to grow myself to this extent. And Acharya, who has really shown me the way to reach the ultimate goals. Atiti, all guests who are all there, and we gain from them, and this is how we get blessings from them, and this is how we go on. This is para of our culture traditional. Now we go to our thing. As such, our attitude towards health, how our attitude towards health should be there. Suppose if God asks whether you want health or wealth, certainly what we are going to opt? Health only. That is our stand. That is our attitude towards health. Marching towards health is marching towards the highest purpose of our living. We are living only to make ourselves very healthy. And to say very honestly, who is perfectly healthy, a perfect healthy man is one, those who is not born. The persons who ever took birth, they are, because of some karma phala, they have come to this earth to do their job. And in this during this period, because of their karma, they do some things and they get the benefits, or they also make some sad. So we let us understand how we have to go. In this, when we ask what exactly Punarvittam, Punarmitram, Punarbhaya, Punarmahi. So if you lose money, you will get back. If you lose mitra or friends, you will get back. Punarbharya, even Bharya also you can get. Punarmahi, even the earth, whatever you lose, that also you may get the. But etatsaram punarlabhyam na sariram panaha. All those things you may get back, but once this health is lost completely, it is very difficult to get back to healthy state. This is given by Chanakya, 14th chapter as a third sloka. Generally, what is this health? What is Ayurveda says about it? What Ayurveda meant? Ayurveda, hita hitam sukham dukkham ayuttasya hita hitam manancha tachayatrukham Ayurveda sa usyate. Ayurveda deals with happy and unhappy life. Hita ahitam, sukham dukkham, of happiness and unhappiness also. And tasya hita hitam, and also explains appropriate, inappropriate. what is needed, what is exactly necessary, and what is not necessary. This also will be decided by this. And in relation to life, and as well as it measures the life expectancy and the nature of life. This is how we, about the life, how life will be there is mentioned. And to say very frankly, how Jnana Yoga and Bhagavad Gita, we find in the 7th and 8th slokas, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanava dharmasya tadhamana sujana sajamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujamyaham. Wherever, whenever the dharma fails, there again I'll take birth myself and I'll come to earth. I'll take shape. I'll come as a body, and I create myself to come and remove that adharma part. And paritranaya sadhunam, those who ever hurts the sadhu people, vinasaya dushkrutam, those such vinasa, those people, whatever the destructions take place, to remove them also, for dharma samsthapanarthaya, to keep dharma stand still. Sambhavami yuge yuge, and I take birth every time in every yuga. I mean, how it is related to health now? How we are, why we have to quote this particular sloka in this? In what way it is related in our this? Now, of course, to say it is in the brief in our English, Arjuna, whenever righteousness on decline, on unrighteousness in the ascendant, then I body myself forth. And for the protection of the virtuous, for the extirpation of evildoers, and for establishing dharma on a firm footing, I am born from age to age. This is what exactly 7th and 8th slokas they say so. And why it is necessary, I'm saying, now we believe that every living being, everything that is present in this Panchamahabhutas, they all possess the God only. We are all gods only, but in a very little sense. And we will find, suppose some infection occurs, and there is a self-healing in ourself only. There are again to combat that we have in ourselves the combating forces or defense mechanism. The defense mechanism you will come across in many respects. You will find how the defense mechanism works in our body. You will see that many will see now how we protect ourselves. And these protections, you will find first the skin is it that protects the inner parts of the body, and the natural gift that is given. And this is nothing but a part and parcel of God himself. We are all part and parcel of very little parcel of God. So within ourselves, each person is given a particular level of combating the disease. That's why it is called defense mechanism in a way. So immunity, resistance power, and all these things come under this particular heading only. So in this you will find, to protect all these things, we have a life force. We possess all life force, and it's that the universal force is supreme God, and every person at minimum level has a minimum this thing. We are mini man or mini God. The mini God, if it is properly utilized, we have in our body to combat the external infections. We have defense mechanism, and then mucous membranes are there, and white blood cells to kill the enemies. And we have eyes. Whenever some dust particle enters into the, immediately that waters. Whenever there is inflammation, immediately it waters the eye waters, and then that dust is removed, that infection is removed, and that is cured. And in the same way, nose, when a person is exposed to dust or some unwanted things, immediately our body repels all external things, all foreign bodies, so that the self-defense mechanism will always alleviate the outsiders or the external enemies. And in the same way, our digestive system also, whenever anything that is unwanted is taken, again we get some vomiting like, and that with vomiting that automatic cure takes place in our body itself. And like that, there are some more things to be dealt with this, and we are going to deal with it in the future coming slides. Now, I want to ask you all some of the questions. These questions, please keep it to yourself, and you yourself only. I mean, you don't have to speak it out. And well, let us see how much we can say, how many yes you will say in this. Number one, do you carry out your normal activities without any fatigue, without getting disgusted, without getting tired? Can you do your normal activities every day without any problem? This is if you say yes and keep it to yourself only, yes, yeah, I carry out my activities every day in a manner. And the second one, which I am going to say, do you get proper and sound sleep? I mean, here, do you get proper and sound sleep? Means the sleep which once you go, that sleep should give you very, very, very pleasantness. As soon as you wake up, you feel very fresh. Such kind of sleep are you getting or not? So people may say, oh, I mean, I slept very well. I took 2 pecks of, every day I take 2 or 3 pecks of alcohol, and then I go to sleep. Till morning, I don't wake up at all. That is not that. I mean, as soon as he wakes up, he is not fresh. He is not refreshed. And such sleep is not there. Sound sleep is without dreams, having after waking up, he should feel fresh, and again, he should get some strength also. And again, do you have good appetite? Good appetite means, again, it does not mean that whatever food is given, it's taken, oh, just like a Bhema, just like Gatavraja, and all those things. It's just like whatever is needed to your body. And that body which gives strength to your body to make your life well going in the society. Is it in such a fashion or not? Can you digest simple food? Whatever you have taken, that is properly digested or not? Means after taking food, after 8 hours or 9 hours, if you get again urge for going stools, and such things are there or not? That is to be again questioned. If it is so, I say make it yourself yes. Do you have regular bowel movements? Bowel movements daily. Are you going to stools? Is it normal? Are you happy with us? Once, as soon as you go to this thing, people say, once you go to toilet, the toilet should be so clean, and as soon as you go in the immediate one spot only, you should be able to evacuate your bowels. And it is like this or not? Such thing again, because there was once Tenali Ramakrishna was asked, I mean, once in Krishna Deva Raya asked, what is the thing that gives up utmost satisfaction? And everybody said, with wealth and a good wife and a good castles if we have, and like that they said. But whereas Ramakrishna said, if I have got satisfactory motion every day, that is the best day I can ever find. So that kind of satisfaction should be there. As soon as you finish your bowel movement, you should feel again afresh. And such kind of thing should be there. And generally, you will see some of the cattle, when they put out the dung, only at one strap, you will find a complete dung comes out. In the same way, the stool also should come at one spot. And then that is the perfect way of giving you free momentum. Then, are you active and fresh all the day? I mean, again, every complete day, are you fresh or not? Then, are you affectionate to your family and to your friends? It's again very, very important thing. Are you affectionate to your family and to your friends? So, this affection itself means how you are how you are maintaining relations to your family and to your friends. And are they happy with you? Are you happy with them? And are you affectionate towards them? Are they affectionate towards you? And all these things, they matter. Means if something is wrong, definitely that disturbs the mind. Is your mind in a state of poise and harmony? When your mind, whether it is poise or it is a harmony, and it's very normal, and do you enjoy the time, the life? Do your eyes sparkle when you see any amazing things? You see, particularly a healthy person, if something happening, some amazing thing, immediately eyes get sparkled. If that sparkle is there in your eyes or not. If that is yes, then again you put it yes to that. Do you like to hear soothing music? Yes. This is again, you have to question yourself. Are you interested in music or not? If you are interested in music, what kind of music you are interested in? So, is it soothing or soothing music? Does it give you pleasant time? And if this is that gives you pleasant time, that is a very good time, and that should be, because the music should be very soothing, and it is శ్రావ్యంగా ఉండాలి అంటారు. Whatever we hear, the music, ఆ శ్రావ్యంతో particularly only for that reason, if your money gives a jolapata, we say, and the music should be just like jolapata, and that jolapata should give him a sort of a trance, or he goes to a trance, and that kind of thing, whether it is there or not. Do you take breathing without any difficulty? This is again an important thing you have to see. So, whatever is there, do you take breathing, whatever respiration you are taking, whatever breathing you are taking, are you able to take breathing without any problem? That is an important thing, again, you have to see. So, in this, do you take breathing without any difficult problem? Means we know we are all taking breathing. So you are able to hear me? Are you?
Yes, sir, we are hearing you.
Okay, thank you. Do you take breathing without any difficulty? See, we are all taking breathing. We take respiration. When we take respiration, we don't feel it. Suppose, unless there is some problem in your respiratory tract. Suppose your nose is blocked, you know that you have a nose. If there is a breathing problem, and if you think that you cannot take this breathlessness problem is there, and then only you will realize that you have lungs and lungs are suffering. So in a normal course, you do not feel this at all. And when you take normal breathing, that kind of breathing, very sound, you will not notice it. Unnoticeably, whatever breathing that takes place, whether it is going or not. If it is so, it is good. then do you really seek food? Whatever food is there, it should be very simple. Such food do you like? If all these things only you put yourself yes or no. Is your abdomen width is less than chest measurement? It is very important. You have to see your abdomen and chest. Then you put you try to measure it, and if you think that your abdominal width is less than chest measurement, that is okay. If it is more than that, or people say it is prosperity, but definitely it is going to cause some problems afterwards. So whether it is like that or not, if it is less than your chest measurement, again you can say yes. Are you observing rules of preservation of health? Means whatever our people, yoga people say, or meditation people say, whatever other people say about the preservation, are we observing those rules or not? Are we waking up as said in our rules and all this? Whether it is all there, then if you say yes, it is for good health. Are you doing regular exercises? And again, exercise is also very much important. That we are going to deal with all these things. And these things only I am putting you to say yes or no for yourself. Are you free from body aches? Yes or no, put to yourself. Again, do you enjoy good health when cold and fever attack some people around you? Normally with the 10 people, when you are exposed to cold, only 3 or 4 people, they may get the cold and all that. But are you free from that? Are you are? Do you have that resistance power and you don't get then? If somebody takes ice cream, you also take ice cream. If you also get this, means you have got less immunity towards, or I can say low resistance power towards ice cream. You are susceptible to ice cream, so that you are getting problems. Do you hate tobacco? Do you hate taking tobacco in any form? Tobacco means it may be smoking, it may be tobacco, it may be whatever jarda, whatever is the form. Whether do you hate it? If say yes to yourself. Do you hate consumption of alcohol? Alcohol also in the same way. And whether it is yes or no, you put to yourself. Do you meditate every day? Do you meditate at least for some time so that you go to some trance? Do you enjoy humor? If anybody cuts a joke, do you enjoy it? Or you get irritated even for simple humor things? If you say yes to all the above questions, there is no need to attend this program at all. This is one thing. So, whatever I've been told in the beginning, and all these things, if anybody says, yes, I fulfill all these things, it means that you are perfectly healthy, you are observing all health factors, so you are healthy and you need not to attend this program. Or I am giving you some more questions also to make it. Do you crave spicy and rich food and do not want to compromise with the simple food? Or if you want to live to eat? Generally, if you want to live to eat, only for eating purpose, if you want to live, or if you are after only the taking food from outside only the very rich food only you like it, however, you don't want to compromise with simple food. In such cases, you say yes to yourself and again put yes to yourself or no. Do you wish to depend upon medicines only? Do you wish to depend on medicines? If you say yes, keep to yourself yes or no. Do you do you want to get rid of from tobacco? Do you not want to get up? Do you not want? It is that do is not there, please. Do you not want to get rid of from tobacco and alcohol? This is again another question. And in this, if you want to, you like the tobacco and alcohol, and if you want to live with them, then you say yes to yourself. Do you expect extramarital relation gives you pleasure? And if you want to go for extramarital relations also, and if that gives you pleasure, do sensual pleasures alone satisfies your requirement? So whatever my sensual pleasure means, doing jumping, that musics and all these things, if you drum playing and all such things, that satisfies your requirement. And does illness gives you pleasure? Do you love to live in anger and rage? Do you eagerly wait for old age and death? In such cases also, it is not necessary for those people to attend this program. So here I oppose two types of people: those who want to live with such things, those who want to live those who do not want to live in health, those who want to live with health. These are the two factors we have to keep ourselves. Then we have to go ahead. Now, if you are, I mean, to say very frankly, we are not 100% that or 100% this. So it means we have to see there are some problems also we come across. So because of some of these things, we are also, we may get some of the major health problems like obesity. These are the major problems generally we come across in our clinics. High BP, heart problems, digestive problems, breathing problems, mental tensions, depression, sugar problems, joint pains, skin allergies, headache, cancer, backache, body aches, blindness, deafness, and dumbness, HIV, stress, and low immunity. These are the few important factors that we all come across. And apart from that, the acute disease, what came across in seasonal basis. So what is health? Now we have all learned about disease. Then let us understand what is health. According to World Health Organization, it says so. Health is not merely the absence of disease, but it is a state of well-being in physical, mental, social, and spiritual dimensions. It is not merely absence of disease. I mean, because he doesn't say that he is not having any disease, he cannot say that. Is he showing well-beingness in his physical levels, at his mental levels, and social levels, and spiritual dimensions? All these dimensions, he should feel very strong himself. If it is so, it is also not a perfect definition, but to a greater extent, it is considered to be one of the best definitions. And if you go to our Charaka Samhita in Charaka Sutra, Vikaro Dhatu Vaishamyam Samyam Prakriti Ruchyate Sukha Sangyakam Arogyam Vikaro Dhatuvaranu. Some disturbance is there. Vata Pitta Kapha Dhatuvaranu Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunamulu Grahinchi. Dhatura Samyata Varana Arogyam means we have three doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and if these three dhatus are related to Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas of our body. So these things are almost related to each. Sattva is almost Vata, and Rajas is called as Pitta, and Kapha is nothing but Tamo. This is the TRS. TRS, if TRS is disturbed, the total health is disturbed. So TRS is not party here. Here, Tamoguna, Rajoguna, and Sattvaguna. If these three gunas are in a perfect state of sort of balance is there. The equilibrium, it's called as the equilibrium. That if that equilibrium is there, then it is called as swasthata or health. And if it is less or more, then it will lead to diseases. So if these three dhatus in they may sometimes deficiency or it may be in excess form. If they are there in body, if they cause yes, they cause disturbance in the body. शरीरेन्द्रिय सत्त्वात्मा संयोगो धारि जीवितम नित्यगश्चानुबन्धश्च पर्याये रायुरुच्यते. Again, it is Charaka Samhita, it is said about the life. And the term Ayush means the life stands for a combination of body, sense organs, mind, and soul. Means Hari. Prevents body from decay, that is Jivitam. Keeps active or alive, Nityaga, serves as a permanent substratum of this body and transmigrates from one body to another. So these are all sense organs of our body. This complete life is there that flows is a sort of vital force. We call it in homeopathy, but in this the Jivita Ayush, how it stands. The Ayu is there. That Ayu, how it is nothing but combination. The sense organs and mind and soul and all these things put together. What happens? That Ayu will prevent body from decay. So as long as you are alive, the body does not become decay. As soon as the life goes away, immediately it starts decaying itself. Keeps alive, as it keeps us alive. As soon as that life goes away, it is exposed to external atmosphere and it causes several disturbances and it starts decaying itself and serves as a permanent substratum of this body and transmigrates from one body to another. And this again, this life goes again to the another body, it comes. This is how life travels from one to another. And in homeopathy also, we consider in the healthy condition of man, the spiritual vital force, the dynamics that animates the material body, rules with the unbounded sway. Means there is a vital force in our body. It is not seen. It is a dynamics. It's a dynamic force. Means whatever is there, we all have the body parts. Without this vital force, it is a dead body itself. So there is some force that is operating to maintain this body. It is an autocracy. It is self-acting itself, and this makes this material body animates. That animates the material body. Otherwise, it's dead. This material body is given life by this vital force, rules with unbounded sway, and retains all parts of the organism. Every cell contains this life force, inadmirable, harmonious, vital operation as regards both sensations and functions, so that our indwelling reason gifted mind can freely employ this living healthy instrument for the higher purpose of our existence. For the higher purpose of existence, to make it the vital force is there in every individual to make it live and to preserve it, to keep this vital operations very active and keep whenever some disease occurs, it tries to burn. Such a vital force. Here, I would like to give some important factors. So we say, what is vital force? How it is causing? How we say that it is protecting all? There are many things. You see, as per the seasons, as per time, the vital force works. We'll see some examples like it. Suppose in the winter season, if you go outside, it will be very cold in the December month. If you go outside, if you try to touch any metal thing and it is too cold, sometimes it's as cold as an ice. And suppose a man who is working in the same cold weather, if you touch him, he is found hot. some warmth. So the person who is having warmth, there's a difference between life substance and the person, the one which does not have life.
Recording in progress.
The thing which does not have life has this problem, and when we touch it, the coldness is taken inside, and whereas the person who is working there, that warmthness is continued. So these two things, when you see, you will find that it's which force is making this fellow warm. It is a vital force that is making whenever he is exposed to cold weather, and whenever he moves in the cold weather, he does work in the cold weather, it causes him very warm. And in the same way, in hot weather also, a person who works in hot weather, he gets a sweat, and then he is cool, and compared to the metal rod that is found in the hot weather. It is too hot if you touch it, and whereas in the life, the person, it is not that hot. Then going to the Rakshan Sakalatu, that protects us, and how it is going to protect us. And in the same way, some Arudala, tear and wear. You see, if you wear shoes, the shoes get torn off within a year or so. And but whereas your natural soles which are present in our body, the foot and the soul, and even if you have walked for about 70 years, and it has not totally, there is no tear and wear of this soul. Again, even if it is slightly torn, again, natural, the body makes it, it sets it all right, which is setting it right. The vital force that is present in our body, that is making it settle. But whereas in the things which do not have life cannot do this. And this is how, whenever you feel appetite, you would like to take food, thirstiness, and if you have motions and all these things, they come, it is gifted, it is because of these. Some of the health problems, proverbs, we can understand. Health is wealth, but wealth is not health. Preserve health and prevent disease. God puts everybody's ration in health bank and leaves it to the individual's discretion, the utilization part. Use it carefully. It is very important again we have to. Whenever we come and God says, what nokalo, our nokal antorkunayo antorkun is a bank lesadu, nokal chilinte. If you want to use it, తొందరగా తినేది తొందరగా వెళ్తాము, మెల్లగా మనం జాగ్రత్తగా దాన్ని యూజ్ చేసుకునేట్లయితే చాలా రోజులు ఉండొచ్చు. God puts everybody's ration in health bank and leaves it to the individual's discretion, the utilization part. Use it carefully without closing the account soon. Keep your self-need and your self-need. Your self-need. Atma మీ అంతటి మీరు హాయిగా ఉండాలి. తర్వాత your surroundings also to be very neat. Service, dedication, love, affection, forgiveness, they do not expect returns at all. So if anybody does it with some purpose, with some money or for some benefits, it is not called as the service. And dedication also is not like that. It also does not expect, love does not expect, affection does not expect, forgiveness does not expect. And these things do not expect. So this is not sufficient. We need also the joy of living. And joy of life requires health. Above all, we need the health which embraces the body, the mind, and the soul. Samadosha samagnischa samatata malakriya prasannatmendriya manasastha ityabhidiyate. So prasanna, atma, indriya, manas, swasthate, all these things. This is so dosha. These three doshas should be at equilibrium state, and agni, whatever agni, that is samadhatu, whatever dhatus are there, they also should be properly maintained, and whatever indriyas and all these things, manas, and these all things, if they are properly maintained, the health is maintained. So now, okay, or whatever we have learned about things. So what is physical health? What is the well-being? How the well-beingness is maintained? Number one, waking up before 5 a.m. That is Brahma Muhurta, we say. Brahma Muhurta, when we say Brahma means absolute knowledge. The one that possesses knowledge in their early morning at 5 o'clock, where complete knowledge is embodied. So, that particular time helps us to improve our concentration, to improve our memory, our mind becomes fresh and remains active all the day, understands things very easily because there is no disturbance at all. Best time to plan for the day, best time for reading, best time for meditation, and best time for walking. All these things are there. And second one, walking. Early morning, let us also walk, at least for some time, so that our body becomes fit. Sweet, reduces fat, reduces mental agony, reduces medical expenses, remains alert always. I mean, doing exercise also. Vyayamat labhate swasthyam, vikayushyam balam sukham, arogyam paramam bhagyam, swasthyam sarvartha sadram. Regular exercise gives health, long life, strength, happiness, health aim gets fulfilled. Health aim gets fulfilled. So after this, we should have some balanced diet also in our life. And a balanced diet will help us to keep our body weight in the shape in a normal, in an ideal way, and controls diabetes and BP. Sattvic food is healthy, whereas Rajasic, Tamasic are unhealthy extremes. Sattvic diet. Ayusattva balarogya sukha priti vivartanaha rasya snigdha sthira udya ahara sattvika priya. In our 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, it is well said in our Bhagavad Gita what kind of food gives sattvika lakshanas, sattvika priya, how sattvic people, what kind of food they like. They like food which increases life, purity, and strength, health, joy, cheerfulness, juicy, have long-lasting effects are liked by the sattvic people. The food are fresh green salads, fruit with the skin, low fat and high fiber diet are the sattvic quality. Going to the Rajasic diet, Katvamla Lavana Tushna, Tishna Doshna, Vidahina, Ahara Rajas Srestha, Dukha Soka Maya Priya. Those who want to live, particularly which causes anxiety, anger, and sorrows, they take bitter, sour, saline, hot, pungent, dry food, and they are liked by the Rajasic, particularly those who are in the Rajasic Guna, they like such kind of food. The third type of food, Tamasic people, Yatayamam Gatarasam, Yatayamam Gatarasam, Puti Paryushitam Tayat, Uchishtam Apitham Yajam, Bhojanam Tamasapriyam. The things which are stale, Baga Murga Pitnavi, Baga Nelo Pitnavi, Baga rotten stage lo navi, means tasteless one, stale, putrid and rotten, refusee, and impure foods are liked by Tamasic. Even wine and all these things also come under this. Again, sound sleep. Sound sleep indicates sound, keeps us fresh after waking, indicates no tensions and agony, indicates no physical suffering. And the real persons which you have dealt it already in the beginning. Again, let us not smoke or tobacco. Even who do not smoke, there is a less risk of getting cancers, prevents nicotine poisoning, less risk of blocking blood vessels. Particularly, the nicotine poisons, they cause blockage of the blood vessels, and that will cause some Burgess disease, which will lead to some problem. So, such things should be avoided. Prevents pollution and the less risk by and heart attacks, saves money and saves neighbors from disease. So the smoking not only saves him, but it also saves the persons who are generally around him or surrounding persons. Because one smoker will affect almost 10%. Of course, it is almost gone nowadays. Previously, it was too much. Nowadays, the smoking is not that prominent, but people are use it for drugs and particularly the young people are more addicted, particularly the college people, even IIT people and all big institutions, so those so-called reputed institutions, the people who are in the habit of doing all these things. So such things definitely harm nation and that will cause more problem. Now, the smoking and alcohol, they are real friends. Tobacco and alcohol. Tobacco does not live until one turns into ashes. Means this smoking, unless that cigarette smoke, it will not leave the person. In the same, alcohol does not live until one becomes spirit. He has to become spirit to leave that habit, and he has to become ash to leave that habit. So I'm not hesitant to admit that doctors hold first rank amongst the professionals in smoking and drinking. So because I've seen many doctors, they are used to this, and they generally say, no problem if you take one peg, that is healthy. I say, my dear friends, that only a person who wants to take with one peg, he will not be able to stop. And for the namesake, he may say one peg, and it goes to okay, another peg, another peg, another peg, like that. That peg is one should permanently stop. There is no need for external alcohol at all. Whatever food we are taking, that food gives us sufficient nutrients that also contains some alcoholic content, which is required to the body for its existence. So the things we should always, for that once I wrote a small song, and I would like to share with you all. Just a minute.
ఏం లేదు డన్ స్పీకింగ్ అని వస్తుంది కానీ
One minute.
వస్తుంది.
There was a song I had written some time back when I was taking health awareness classes in NTPC. మొహమాటానికి తాగానండి, ముఖము కళ్ళు తిరిగాయండి. People say there are many excuses to drink. They say, no, people have forced me to drink, so I have taken. It is the wrong thing. ముఖము కళ్ళు తిరిగాయండి, విందులలోనే తాగానండి, వాంతుల రభస అయ్యిందండి, గౌరవం అంటూ తాగానండి, తాగుబోతుగా మారానండి, విలాసాలకు తాగానండి, విలాపాలే మిగిలాయండి, ప్రతిష్ట కోసం తాగానండి, అప్రతిష్ట పాలయ్యానండి, స్నేహం కోసం తాగానండి, స్నేహం వైరం అయ్యిందండి. వాళ్ళు ఫ్రెండ్స్ అయిపోయి తాగడానికి మొదలెడతారు, మధ్యలో వాళ్ళు చేసిన తప్పులు అవన్నీ గుర్తుకొస్తాయి, ఇద్దరు కొట్టుకుంటారు అక్కడ. శక్తి కోసం తాగానండి, నిర్వీర్యుడనైపోయానండి, ఔషధం అంటూ త్రాగానండి, మందుకు బానిసనయ్యానండి, విశ్రాంతంటూ త్రాగానండి, వణుకుడు మందుకు Vanukudu Rogam Putin, and he wants to take medicine for rest purpose. But afterwards, he'll get trembling and all that. All nerves become weak. నిద్రలేమికి తాగానండి అందుకే కాటికి చేరానండి. So this is how, I mean, the purpose of taking this leads to all negative things. That's why there are, by taking alcohol, their nervous breakdown will be there, cancers will be there, liver problems will, particularly the persons who suffer from jaundice, the persons who suffer from liver problems, they should not take alcohol at all. So that is a poison to them that will immediately kill them. Less risk of accidents and less chance of losing memory, saves money, remains attentive and reasonable. Not by not taking alcohol, there will be less risk of accidents, less risk of cancers, less chance of nervous breakdown, and they remain active every time. And again, gardening is one thing. Daily, if you garden and if you see, if you try to live with your vegetable life, it gives you very, very, very pleasant peace. And you talk to them, you speak to them, they speak to you. If you smile, they also smile. And you try to understand the immediate thing, definitely you lose the anger. There is no anger, vanishes away, keeps us pleasant, it gives us joy, and keeps us also evergreen. It develops love and affection and improves physical and mental health. By taking care of body, by protecting body infected, and when you means by taking bath and by keeping yourself tidy and well disciplined, that keeps you the, and by taking care of your surroundings, it will keep you free from allergy, stop spreading disease. That's why recently the corona has given us very good lessons, like saying namaste, what our traditional culture, it is followed throughout the world after this corona. And saying namaste, do not do, don't shake hand, wash your hands and wear mask, and they help. And mental well-being, what is mental well-being? Control temperament, and we should not lose our temperament so easily. So by this, there will be less tensions, and then impartial treatment will be there. When you have controlled temperament, there will be no partiality at all. Impartially, you will treat everything, and you enjoy sound sleep, and anger remains under control, and maintain good family health. Then controlled jealousy and depression. And again, it is all said in our Arishad Vargas, whatever is there in our body, and they are to be under control. And if they should not be suppressed. Again, there are two things. One is controlling and another is suppressing. Suppressing will lead to damage, and controlling will lead to harmony. So that remains active, and by controlled jealousy and depression remains active, anger remains under control, and you feel, so if somebody gets prize, you should feel happy, you should not feel jealous of it, and increase happiness. And when you show your happiness, that fellow also will reciprocate in the same way, and the sharing capacity will improve, and there will be no evil thoughts at all. Being punctual and sincere. When you are punctual and sincere, and that improves your disciplined nature, becomes a time conscious, does a productive work, shares with the people, reduces evil thoughts, converts society also. When you are punctual and sincere, so your followers also will try to follow you the same thing. And by not comparing with others, you should not compare with others. You compare yourself how you have improved from yesterday to today. Remains, you should remain uncomparable to others. Jealousy and depression runs away. When you don't compare, there will be no jealousy at all, there is no depression at all, and remains perfect individual, remains free from self-conflict. Good character. This is a very important, a very respectable and highly respectable thing is Salem. When you have good character and there is no possibility for VDs and AIDS and lives in high morale, leads a happy and healthy family. Learning at least one good thing in a day makes you knowledgeable, makes you reasonable, improves quality of living, leads you to perfection. Fun. And if you make fun means it should not be hurting type of fun. It should be very just not like some of the video shows. They say some vulgarity should not be there in fun. It should be very light and classical fun should be there, and people should relax with it. They should not get excited about it. So when that is there, then blood pressure also will remain under control, and the muscles get relaxed, remains gay and happy. Anger remains under control. Speak truth prevents from telling more lies. So it is very difficult to keep yourself. If you lie one lie, you usually forget it. So if you speak truth, you will never forget it. So even after 20 years also, the same truth you will speak. And if it is a lie, you will forget. There is a possibility that you will make 100 lies to protect one lie. So if that improves your morale and others fear to tell lies, register firmly in makes man wise. Agree mistake. Yeah, people are afraid to agree mistakes. As such, if you agree mistakes, there are many people nowadays they excuse, and it come out. Then you will come out from all inhibitions, and you will become realistic, and self corrections also will be there, and then you will win wisdom. Being right is better than being good. Once is a very good man. Very good man. He should not be very good man. He should be a right man. At least only sometimes good, of course, gives only temporary benefit only, whereas right is always right. So it gives you very long-term benefit. Good people may get short-term benefits, and right people get long-term benefits. Social well-being, cordial behavior. You should have cordial behavior, and it develops quality of respecting each other, gets liked by others, gets cooperation, gets coordination, helping the deserved, helping understand society well. Do not criticize others. That is not by not criticizing, we command respect from others. That improves reasoning. You are less criticized and gets more friends and gets cooperation. Being friendly, he gets cooperation, coordination, develops togetherness, and get help when needed. Respecting elders, get good advice. When you respect others, definitely they give you good advice and gets natural blessings. So when you really respect them from your heart, they whatever blessing they give you, that will definitely help you and gain knowledge and gets affection and love. And by loving children, you command respect. You can guide children, can mold children. Spiritual being, these are all certain already things what are. Yoga and meditation develops concentration, gets mental elevation, improves reasoning, improves physical, mental, and social apart from spiritual well-being. So some of the things which are important, watch your health. Within watch, what are things? WATCH. Spiritual, such as he says, words, actions, thoughts, character, heart. Our words should be, is a spiritual way of thing. So our words should be always towards the spiritual side and towards God. Whenever you speak such words, definitely your attitude also will change in the same way. Actions also will remain in the same way. Yeah. And observe always. You watch your words, watch your actions, watch your thoughts, watch your character, Watch your heart. Whatever we have studied earlier, these things are in it. Again, mentally, if you want to be healthy, again, watch wisdom. Watch your wisdom. Watch your attitude. Watch your temperament. Watch your commitment. Watch your humor. Physical. Your weight. What is your weight? Area means the obesity and all these things. Timetable. Are you punctual or sincere or not? Cleanliness, your surroundings and all that. Habits. What kind of habits you have? Financial. When you are in the financial position. Wages. You have to see for wages. Your accounts, whatever account, means according to your salary only, you have to spend the amount. Then the taxes also you have to see. It helps the government and helps also. And the consumptions, whatever you are spending, whether it is properly planned or not. And then happiness. Within the amount, whatever thing you are getting, are you happy with it or not? And social, will, aptitude, togetherness, cooperation, helping. And whereas in job, work, aim, tongue, your tongue should be very sweet, and customer and honesty. And these things, under watch, all these things can be understood. So we have to analyze ourselves. What do I do today? Daily health assessment charge. These are you maintain a profile saying that all your name, occupation, and known ailments, whatever you have, your height, weight, your BP, diabetes, cholesterol, your blood group, are you vegetarian, non-vegetarian, your habits and your hobbies, anger, appetite, and all these things you see. And then if you question yourself, did I wake up before 5 a.m.? Whatever I told you earlier, did I do exercise? Did I take moderate diet? Had I been reasonable? Had I been cordial? Had I been sincere? Had I been free from jealousy? Had I been punctual, sincere? Had I been helpful, needy? Had I been fun time? Did I have fun time? Did I respect elders? Did I had I shown affection to children? Did I garden? How did I sleep yesterday? And did I attempt to stop smoking or drinking? Last but not the least, saying namaste. Saying namaste, namaha, I bow to thee, indicates Anjali Mudra. When your two hands come together, and these two means all the pressure points are there in the two hands. When they are together, when they hold it, then namaste connects both the hemispheres of brain, and your hemisphere, your brain, right side and left side, there are two hemispheres. They two get united here, and all the pressure points means when the pressure, active pressure, you must have hard. If you do it firmly, and all the healthy points, all the points in your body, they are activated, they are stimulated, and gives both you divinity in you and to whom you bow. And by doing this, the divinity, your divinity is shown to others, and you also are showing your humbleness towards others, and your Paramatma in others. Shows humbleness, teaches humbleness. The simplest form of yoga reduces ego. This energy is a strong origin, electric energy, positive and negative, masculine and feminine. And all pressure points of the body are located here. And it is highly hygienic, and particularly doing namaste is highly hygienic, and that keeps everybody healthy. And this is how the same is the Hari Om Tat Sat, and Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Hari Om.
Dhanyavadaha, Sastry sir. It was an excellent heal thyself session. We all felt how to become healthy, how to heal ourselves. You gave a very good speech on that, and we all could learn a lot. Now anybody who wants to raise any doubts or any more subject can also talk to sir. Sastry will respond to your queries. Yeah.
Yes.
Please raise your hand. Yeah. Please, I request any one of you to raise your hand and you can start asking questions. Subramaniam garu.
నమస్కారం అండి గురుగారు.
నమస్తే.
చాలా నా వయసు 64 ఏళ్ళు అండి. ఇన్ని రోజుల తర్వాత ఒక మంచి సంభాషణ విన్నాను. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పింది డాక్టర్ గా ప్రొఫెషనల్ గా చెప్పారు. చాలా మంచి విషయాలు తెలుసుకున్నాను. అది చాలా వరకు మీరు ఫస్ట్ చెప్పిన దాంట్లో కొన్ని నా తప్పులు ఉన్నాయి. దాంట్లో 100% కావు, కొన్ని నాట్ ఈవెన్ 100% ఇట్లా వచ్చాయి. అది సరిదిద్దుకుంటా నేను. తర్వాత మీరు చెప్పిన దాంట్లో ఈ తమస రజస ఇవి చెప్పారు కదా, సత్వ రజస తమస ఫుడ్ గురించి.
అవునండి, అవును.
అది కొంచెం ఇంకా కొంచెం మనకి క్లియర్ గా తెలిస్తే బాగుంటుంది కదా అని చెప్పి నా ఉద్దేశం. అది ఎట్లా తెలుసుకోవాలి ఏంటి చెప్తే కూడా
అది నేను స్పెషల్ గా ఒకసారి క్లాస్ తీసుకుంటానండి. అది ఇట్స్ ఎ బిగ్ క్లాస్. అందుకని అంటే
సార్ ఒక్కొక్క పాయింట్ ఒక్కొక్క బుక్ అండి మీరు చెప్పినవి ఇప్పుడు.
అందుకని మొత్తం చెప్పాలంటే అందుకనే టిఆర్ఎస్ అంటారు దాన్ని.
చాలా బాగా ఉంది, మంచి మంచి పాయింట్స్ చెప్పారు. ఈ దీంట్లో నేను కొన్ని పాటిస్తున్నాను, తప్పకుండా పాటిస్తున్నాను. తర్వాత అఫ్కోర్స్ ఇది జనరల్ గా ఏంటంటే స్పిరిచువల్ గా చెప్పాలంటే ఈ సంధ్యావందనం అనేది చేసుకుంటే చాలా వరకు దీంట్లో కవర్ అవుతున్నాయి. ఈ యోగా కానీ స్పిరిచువల్ గా కానీ ఇవన్నీను. అది దట్ పాయింట్ ఆల్సో వన్ కెన్ యాడ్ అట్ ఎవ్రీ దిస్ థింగ్ విల్ బి హెల్ప్ఫుల్ టు ఆల్ పీపుల్ అని చెప్పి నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను సార్. Yeah, that only thing, the food aspect only, sattva, raja, tamas. Yeah, we'll be waiting for that.
I'll give you a detailed lecture afterwards.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, Andy. Thank you for your kind advice, Andy. Really, sir, very nice this thing we had. Thanks, Andy.
Okay, ధన్యవాదాలు సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం సార్, ధన్యవాదాలు. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకా who wants to, I don't know, some galaxy అనేవాళ్ళు, I want somebody else. ఇంకెవరు ఉన్నారండి? నెక్స్ట్ ప్లీజ్ ఆస్క్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్స్. యా, వెంకట రామలక్ష్మమ్మ గారు. యా,
నమస్తే అండి. నమస్తే గురువు గారు. నేను ఒక లెక్చరర్ని. ఇప్పుడు యుగంలో సెల్ యూసేజ్ గురించి పిల్లలకి మనం ఎంత చెప్తున్నా, మనం పాఠాలు ఎంత చెప్తున్నా, ఆ సెల్ ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ వల్ల వాళ్ళ మైండ్ చాలా ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ అవుతుంది. దాన్ని ఏ రకంగా మనం తీసేసి వాళ్ళని కరెక్ట్ మార్గంలో పెట్టగలం అనేది టీచర్లుగా మేము చేయలేకపోతున్నాము. దానికి ఏమైనా మాకు గైడెన్స్ ఇవ్వగలరేమో అని చెప్పి
నేను చిన్న విషయం చెప్తానండి. ఒకప్పుడు మనవి కంబైన్డ్ ఫ్యామిలీస్ గా, ఇప్పుడు మన జనరేషన్ లో ఈ సెల్ ఫోన్స్ అవి లేవు. ఆ రోజుల్లో కంబైన్డ్ ఫ్యామిలీస్ ఉండేవి. అందుట్లో చాలా మందికి అంటే ఇప్పుడు అందరు ఉద్యోగాలకు వెళ్తున్నారు. పిల్లలకి ఉద్యోగాలకు వెళ్ళటం వల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే, ఈ చిన్న పిల్లల్ని ఎక్కడో ఎంగేజ్ చేద్దామని చెప్పేస్తే వాళ్ళు మన జోలికి రాకుండా ఉండాలి అంటే ఇచ్చారంటే సెల్ ఇస్తే వాళ్ళు మన జోలికి రావట్లేదు అనే స్టేజ్ లో ఉన్నారు చాలా మంది. మనం అలవాటు చేసాము. ఇప్పుడు
బ్యాడ్ పేరెంట్స్ అయిపోయారు చాలా మంది, బ్యాడ్ పేరెంట్స్.
ఒకప్పుడు ఊరి మొత్తానికి ఒకే ఫోన్ ఉండేది. ఇప్పుడు ఒక మనిషి దగ్గర 2 ఫోన్లు ఉన్నాయి. వీటిలో ఈ దీంట్లో మార్చాలి అంటే దీనికి సరిగ్గా కొన్ని రిస్ట్రిక్షన్ పెట్టాలి. నా ఉద్దేశంలో రియల్ గా బాగా ఎవరికైతే అవసరం అవుతుందో వాళ్ళకి ఈ పెట్టేట్టుకోండి. కానీ పిల్లలకి నా ఉద్దేశంలో ఇట్స్ నాట్ అడ్వైస్. వీఆర్ రియల్లీ స్పాయిలింగ్ ఇట్ అండ్ వీ హావ్ టు ప్లాన్ టు డూ సంథింగ్. అండ్ నేను కూడా చూస్తున్నాను ఏదైనా దీని నుంచి
ఎందుకంటే సమాజంలో పిల్లలకి చదువు పైన శ్రద్ధ ఉండట్లేదు. మేము ఎంత లబోడబో మొత్తుకుని పాఠాలు చెప్పినా రిజల్ట్ రావట్లేదు అక్కడ. చాలా అవస్థలు పడుతున్నాం టీచర్స్ గా. వీళ్ళని ఎట్లా డైవర్ట్ చేయాలి, ఏం చేస్తే వీళ్ళు సెట్ అవుతారా అని కొత్త కొత్త పథకాలు కనిపెట్టి పెద్ద సమస్య అయిపోతుంది. మైండ్ చాలా ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ అయిపోయి కానీ అవసరమైనవి అనవసరమైనవి ఎంత చూడాలి, ఏం చేయాలి, దానికి ఒక టైం పెట్టుకోండి. ఎంత చెప్తున్నా కూడా
పిల్లలకి కూడా ఏదంటే మనం రిస్ట్రిక్ట్ చేయలేకపోతున్నాం కూడా చాలా చోట్ల చూసాం.
అదే అదే అదే
దాన్ని మార్గం
కనిపెట్టాలి సార్. దీనికి మంచి మార్గాలు ఏమన్నా కనిపెట్టకపోతే ముందు తరం ఏమైపోతుందా అన్నట్టుగా భయం ఆందోళన పట్టుకుంటుంది టీచర్స్ గా మాకు.
కౌన్సిల్ ద పేరెంట్స్.
అవునండి, అవును. అది ఒకటి చూడాలండి, ఒక స్పెషల్ గా మనం ప్లాన్ ఇట్.
Recording in progress.
ఎస్ సార్, సార్ పేరెంట్స్ ని పిల్లల్ని కేర్ టేకింగ్ ఎలా చేయాలో అనేదే పెద్ద ఇష్యూ. ఎస్ సార్, ఎస్ సార్. Recently my friend had a IVF baby, 8 years boy. She had to go on a leave because the boy is having attention deficiency disorder. ఈ కొత్త కొత్త విచిత్రమైన సమస్యలు వస్తున్నాయి వర్కింగ్ పేరెంట్స్, వర్కింగ్ ఉమెన్ లో. ఏంటి అని అంటే ఆ పిల్లోడికి ఇప్పటి నుంచి సైకాట్రిక్ కౌన్సిలింగ్, సైకాట్రిక్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ అవి వండాడు. మొన్న విజయవాడ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అమ్మాయి ఆ పిల్లోడిని తీసుకొచ్చి చూస్తే హీఈస్ ఎ గిఫ్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ గాడ్ అనుకుంటే టుడే వై హీఈస్ బికమింగ్ లైక్ దిస్ అంటే తల్లిదండ్రులు తప్ప వాళ్ళకి. తల్లిదండ్రులు టైం ఇవ్వలేకపోతాం. మార్నింగ్ 9కి పోతే అమ్మాయి రాత్రి 9కి వస్తుంది. అమ్మతోటి వాడికి టైం స్పెండ్ చేయాలని ఉంది కానీ అమ్మ దొరకట్లేదు. ఇంకొక వీడియోలో కూడా చూసాను నేను, ఒక డాక్టర్ ఎంత తపన పడుతోంది ఆ పిల్లోడు, అమ్మా నేను నిన్ను చూస్తూ ఉండాలి, అమ్మా నేను వెనకాతలు వస్తా అని చెప్పి షీ రిగ్రెటెడ్ లాట్ అట. ఐ కుడ్ నాట్ గివ్ హిమ్ పొటెన్షియల్ టైం అని. ఇట్లా వర్కింగ్ ఉమెన్ కి ఇదొక సమస్యలు ఉన్నాయి. బట్ అంటే వీ హావ్ టు గైడ్ దెమ్ ప్రాపర్లీ టు స్పెండ్ టైం.
థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి వెంకటలక్ష్మి గారు. మీరు నెక్స్ట్.
నమస్తే ఆచార్య. ఇది పార్కిన్సన్స్ డిసీజ్ కి ఏవైనా న్యాచురల్ రెమెడీస్ ఉంటాయా అండి? అంటే న్యాచురల్ గా కొంచెం ఫుల్ గా బెడ్ రిడన్ అవ్వకుండా కొంచెం ఏమైనా న్యాచురల్ గా తగ్గించుకోవడానికి ఏమైనా ఉంటాయా అండి?
అది నర్వ్స్ ఎంతవరకు ఎఫెక్ట్ అయ్యో చూడాలి. ఒకసారి ఆ రిపోర్ట్స్ అని చూస్తే ఎర్లీ స్టేజ్ అయితే వీ కెన్ హెల్ప్.
అంటే డిబిఎస్ ఆపరేషన్ అయిందండి లాస్ట్ ఇయర్.
ఓకే, చెప్పండి.
వాళ్ళ అనుభవాలు చెప్తారు డాక్టర్ కదా.
చెప్పండి. హలో
హలో, ఆమె చెప్పనివ్వండి. నీరజ గారు మీరు చెప్పండి అమ్మా. ఏ వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు. గోపీకృష్ణ గారు మీరు అంత లోపల మీరు అడగండి. నీరజ గారు మళ్ళీ జాయిన్ అవుతారు. ఆ వాయిస్ ఎందుకో బ్రేక్ అయింది. గోపీకృష్ణ గారు. గోపీకృష్ణ గారు మీరు కదా నెక్స్ట్. మీరు హ్యాండ్ అన్మ్యూట్ చేశాను, మాట్లాడండి. గోపీకృష్ణ గారు మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేస్తారా లేకపోతే నెక్స్ట్? అన్మ్యూట్ సెల్ఫ్ మీరే అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోవచ్చండి.
గోపీకృష్ణ గారు వీడియో ఆన్ చేయండి. వీడియో ఆన్ చేయండి గోపీకృష్ణ గారు.
రెస్పాండ్ కావట్లేదు.
ఓకే, లీవ్ ఇట్.
సరే, వెంకటయ్య గారు.
అక్కడ ఉండే
విజయలక్ష్మి గారు మాట్లాడతారా? విజయలక్ష్మి గారు.
వెంకటయ్య గారు
నమస్కారం అండి.
మీ భావాలు.
బాగుంది. ఇవాళ చాలా ఎక్సలెంట్ గా ఉంది. డాక్టర్ కృష్ణమూర్తి శాస్త్రి గారు చెప్పిన హీల్ డై సెల్ఫ్ అన్నది, యాక్చువల్లీ హీల్ డై సెల్ఫ్ అన్నది హెల్దీ సెల్ఫ్ అని చెప్పారే, అసలు అదే చాలా బ్యూటిఫుల్ గా, ఇట్స్ వెరీ నైస్ టు నోటీస్. అసలు అదే చాలా బాగుంది. ఇంకా హీలింగ్ సిస్టమ్ అంటే రకరకాల పాయింట్స్ అన్ని మీరు చెప్పారు, అది కూడా చాలా అద్భుతంగా ఉంది. అన్నిటికంటే ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఆస్క్డ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ అస్, మీరు అడిగిన ఆ ప్రశ్నలు, వాటి ఆన్సర్లు గనక అవి ఎవరికి వాళ్ళు చెప్పుకుంటే వాళ్ళ శారీరక మానసికమైన సాంఘికమైన ఆధ్యాత్మికమైన ఆరోగ్య కండిషన్ ఎలా ఉంది అన్నది ఎవరిది వాళ్ళకే తెలిసిపోతుంది. మీరు ఇచ్చిన ప్రశ్నలు కూడా చాలా బాగున్నాయి. ఓవరాల్ గా అంతా కూడా చాలా ఎక్సలెంట్ గా ఉందండి. తర్వాత చరక సంహితలోంచి మీరు చాలా శ్లోకాలు యాప్ట్ గా తగినట్టుగా చక్కని కొటేషన్లు ఇచ్చారు. ఇవన్నీ కూడా అందరికీ ఉపయోగపడతాయి. మీరు చెప్పిన లాస్ట్ 15 minutes నేను వినలేకపోయాను, నాకు వేరే కాల్ వచ్చింది, ఏదో ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాల్. సో లాస్ట్ లో వినలేగానే ఇక్కడ దాకా విన్నాను. ఆ ప్రసన్నాత్మని బ్రాహ్మీ ముహూర్తంలో లేవాలని చెప్పారే, అది అప్పటి వరకు విన్నా. అన్ని కూడా చాలా సూపర్ ఎక్సలెంట్ పాయింట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. త్రిగుణాల గురించి ఇప్పుడు మన వాళ్ళు ఎవరో ఒకరు అడిగారే, భగవద్గీతలో సాత్విక ఆహారం, రాజసాహారం, తామస ఆహారాలు ఏవి, ఆ త్రిగుణాల ఎఫెక్ట్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి, ఏ ఆహార శుద్ధి సత్వశుద్ధి కనుక వారు మీరు వచ్చే లెక్చర్ ఇచ్చే లోపల, అంటే నెక్స్ట్ టైం డీటెయిల్ గా మాట్లాడతాను అన్నారు కదా, దానికంటే ముందు ఆయన కనుక ఒక మారు భగవద్గీతలో అది చదివితే ఒక ఐడియా వస్తుంది. అప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పింది ఇంకా బాగా రిసీవ్ చేసుకోగలుగుతారు. త్రిగుణాల గురించి చాలా అద్భుతంగా చెప్పారు. 3 రకాల ఆహారాల గురించి కూడా చాలా అద్భుతంగా భగవద్గీతలో చెప్పారు. సో అది కూడా మీరు చాలా ఎక్సలెంట్ గా చెప్పారు. బ్రాహ్మీ ముహూర్తంలో లేవాలన్నది మనం చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి పిల్లలందరికీ చెప్పేది అదే. ఎందుకంటే ఆ సమయంలో ఉన్న యాక్చువల్లీ అది రాత్రిని 3 భాగాలు చేస్తే మహాలక్ష్మి మనకి సరస్వతి మాతది బ్రాహ్మీ ముహూర్తానికి. బ్రాహ్మి అని ఎందుకంటామంటే బ్రహ్మదేవుని భార్య. సో ఆ చివరి యామాన్ని మనం సరస్వతి మాతకి బ్రహ్మదేవుని పత్ని అయినటువంటి బ్రాహ్మీ ముహూర్తం అది. అంటే బ్రహ్మ జ్ఞానాన్ని పొందాలన్నా కూడా అత్యంత అనువైన కాలము అని చెప్తారు. మహాలక్ష్మి, తర్వాత మహాకాళి, ఈ 3వది మహాసరస్వతిది. కనుక అన్ని కూడా మీరు చాలా బాగా చెప్పారండి. ఇలాంటి లెక్చర్స్ వినడం వల్ల, అందులో మీరు వైద్యులు అయ్యుండి ఆరోగ్యపరమైన అంశాలన్నిటికీ చక్కని సూచనలు ఇచ్చినందుకు మీకు మా వేద సంస్కృతి సమితి పక్షాన నా హృదయపూర్వకమైనటువంటి కూడా ధన్యవాదాలు, కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేస్తున్నానండి. చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు.
ధన్యవాదాలు విశాలక్ష్మి గారు.
సంధ్యావందనం చేయాలన్నది పర్ఫెక్ట్ అండి. ఒక్క సంధ్యావందనాన్ని నిష్ఠతో శ్రద్ధతో కనుక చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి తొందరగా ఒడిగాయి అయినప్పటి నుంచి చేస్తూ ఉంటే ఆ మానవులందరూ, అలాగే స్త్రీలు, వారికి ఉన్నటువంటి మంత్రం, ఈ సంధ్యావందన మంత్రాన్ని అందరూ చదవదగింది ఉంది. ఇది ఒక్కటి జపిస్తే చాలు, అందరూ అన్ని విధాలైన ఆరోగ్యంతో విలసిల్లుతారు. ధన్యవాదాలండి. నాకు ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చినందుకు మీ వేద సంస్కృతి సమితికి కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను.
ధన్యవాదాలు విశాలక్ష్మి గారికి, బాగా చెప్పారు. ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ ఎవరు చెప్పేది?
క్షమించండి, ఇందాక నాది నెట్ కనెక్షన్ పోయింది మధ్యలో.
బ్రీఫ్ గా ఏమైనా ఉంటే అడగండి మా, లేకపోతే
అదే పార్కిన్సన్స్ అది ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా అని అడిగానండి. ఏమైనా
పార్కిన్సన్స్ కు ఒకసారి కేసుని బట్టి చూద్దాం. ఒకసారి ఏ స్టేజ్ లో ఉందో, తర్వాత ఈ ట్రెమర్స్ ఎంతవరకు ఉన్నాయో, మెమరీ ఇవన్నీ ఒకసారి. ఎక్కడున్నారు మీరు?
మేము హైదరాబాద్ లో ఉంటామండి, కేపీహెచ్పి కాలనీ 5th phase.
నేను మౌలాలీలో ఉంటాను.
ఓకేనండి.
కేసు పంపించిన సరే, లేకపోతే వచ్చిన సరే చూద్దాం. చూస్తే వాట్ ఎవర్ హెల్ప్ ఐ కెన్ డు ఐ విల్ హెల్ప్.
ఓకే అండి, థ్యాంక్ యూ ఆచార్య.
ఆకెల్ ప్రభాకర్ మహోదయ గారు ఏమైనా చెప్పగలిగితే చెప్పేసి.
It's an excellent lecture by Dr. Krishnamurti Sastry garu. And in short, I say in one sentence, the people who follow Sanatana Dharma in strict will be healthy people. That's what he said. That's what I understood. The people who follow understand and follow Sanatana Dharma will be healthy people. And people who go away from that automatically they get into the trap of unhealthiness. Another important thing is the observance of your body and how type of intake you are doing, what type of export is going out of your body. If these two things are properly understood and controlled, the health is maintained. Input and export would be properly controlled. If that is understood, your body you understood your body. For that, the meditation and the and all other things are the happy laughing exercises, and all those things are the other additional features that will help the conditions of your walking and the exercises and all those things. Surya Namaskaras, all those even Sanjay contains Surya Namaskaras also, as giving Argyam to Surya at that time. So all these things will, and reading Aditya Hridayam in the morning is Surya Namaskaras. That will also help you to increase your health. So these are the important tips are there. Our normal system of life, that what our Sanatana Dharma teaches our children, what we were taught in our childhood is giving our health healthy tips. That's what I believe. If I am healthy today, because of the education that was the restriction that was given my grandparents and parents in my childhood, that is helping my health today good. That's what I feel. So this is the whole, and the question for Ramalakshmi Garu, what she is writing about that mobiles is the fault of the parents. What I observed last very closely with my grandchildren and with my children, what they learn from us. If you are seeing from morning to evening phone before them, then naturally they also like to see the mobile morning to evening regularly. And in a family where they are not seeing, the children are not that much addicted. That's what I'm observing.
Correct.
In a family where the parents are continuously with mobile, the children are very knowledgeable on mobile, and they operate the mobile very fast. They operate the TV very fast, and even the parent agrees or do not agree, he will himself will operate the mobile and TV. But where a parent is not doing that much, that child is not that much addicted to mobile and TV. So that's what I observed in this. And the parent, mainly mother, should be very strict. Right from the third year and fourth year onwards. You should not keep mobile before them and feeding the kid. They should not keep mobile before them for doing their own works. It's not the correct practice. And they are also realizing, the parents are also realizing nowadays. I find some of the families are keeping the children away. So it should increase now. Everything has got a day for that. So it's an excellent lecture today. We are very happy to have this lecture. Thank you very much, Sastry Garu. We'll have, and I wanted this type of preventive medication techniques type of lectures. So this is one of that preventive medication type of lectures. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhakar Mahodaya, and thank you, Sastry sir, for your wonderful lecture today. And as our president was saying, we would like to have a serial of such series of such lectures for more and more knowledge of healing ourselves. Really, we are very thankful, and I request Satya Garu for her for the ending prayer.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहेशाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधना सधना सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। स्वस्ति।
ధన్యవాదాలు సత్య గారు. Now I request Tangirala Krishnamurti garu to recite the national anthem. All of you can stand for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय।
ధన్యవాదాలు కృష్ణమూర్తి గారు. Now we'll close the session.
Jai Shri Ram.
Mahodaya, we'll
Jai
just
Shri Ram.
end this session.
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai
Yes,
Hind
we'll close.
to all.